So Pokemon is 20 years old. Hello everybody, so I'm pretty busy with some stuff right now, but I had to stop. I was talking to my friends last night, and I was saying how it's amazing how, it's a great feat when you see Mario and Zelda turn 30, Sonic's turning 25, and it's really a great milestone. It's really something that I love. It's really a great milestone. It's really something that I love. I love to enjoy that. But then there's Pokemon, where I was around for. Like, this is a series that I started with. Like I owned the first games. I watched the original, and it's like, I'm sure it's an egotistical thing more than anything, but it just feels more like, and I love it. I love this game. This is the original Pokemon Red that I played when I was a kid. This is the absolute This is the absolute original Pokemon game I've ever played. And I remember in and yes, I am continuing my old Let's Play file. I forgot it was in Ilex 4th or something. Here's my old team. Of course you can. I'm almost a pure city anyway. On Red right now on my 3DS. Oh wow, that is I was making that VGAB video. I also really liked how Pokemon Red came out, the Let's Play, on all the recording sessions. That was bad on my part. And again, I do have... Because I know I got some people ask me about that, but I wanted it this way to keep it in its original aspect ratio. Even on my 3DS when playing Pokemon Red. And by the way, because I'm a nerd, I bought Pokemon Blue and Yellow too. And I loved it. I loved it. I mean, great playthrough. It really took me to my beginnings. Really liked that. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Pokemon was so big. Oh my god, everyone's talking about it. There were lines going down the Burger Kings. Like, police had to be there because everyone wanted their Pokemon toys. And, it really feels good to play Pokemon Red again on a Play player, which is how I have been playing these cartridges for years. Is great. It really is. Something tells me I forgot the potion that was in here. Oh, no, you're right. I didn't. And, but when you have it in your hands, like you did, like I did originally, it feels a lot handheld. I have to keep reiterating that. I really do. I have to keep reiterating that. I really do. I just want to spend this time to talk about my experiences with Pokemon, everything I've done. Pokemon Sun and Moon, my opinions is I like the idea of the names, and I have a feeling it's have a really cool story. I'm thinking of something very Ruby and Sapphire-y, with that theme of. I actually really did enjoy playing Pokemon Red on my channel. How Let's Play everyone should try. Because it gives you a whole new experience of the game. I love choosing a Pokemon I typically don't choose, which was Squirtle, which is now a Blastoise. I'm at a loss for words, but bottom line is, I love being able to talk about Pokemon this day. I love that everyone's still playing Pokemon. It really is great, and I was in Pewter, right? I think I was. Is this Pewter? Yeah, I'm in Pewter. And I have a blast playing Pokemon. You know, it's like, you know, yeah, you can make the argument that every game's the same, and it has the same formula, same themes, but I don't know why other sequels can get away with it and this one can't. It's kind of the same thing as the anime. It's like, it's amazing how Bart Simpson can be 10 years old for almost 30 years, but Ash isn't allowed to be 10 years old for that long. I mean, I know the narrative's different, I know the places change, but, you know, it's like, Pokemon's just that much notice and that much attention, because Pokemon is a game that really was a big part of many people's lives, and old and young, and, you know, there was that in-between age people. I loved hearing the Nostalgia Critic's views on the Pokemon games, because he was in college or high school, whatever, and it was, you know, I was young, I was really young, but I was there, you know, that's something I can always say, and it's something I can always boast about. But yeah, I mean, I know this game front and back, Red version specifically. I remember playing Silver to death when I was a kid. I loved that I finally got to play that. The improvements they made were incredible. I remember getting Emerald version. I actually didn't, I was young. I wasn't aware of what games came out and when, like I do now. There's no internet really, but I was really young and primitive. But I got Emeralds because, you know, first special edition I ever owned, and then, Gen 4 I actually didn't get. You know, this seems to be a trend with a lot of people my age that were in Pokemania. You go to high school, and then all of a sudden, like, for me, games just, like, I got a little detached from them. I focused on my music more. It's just, a lot of people, here's the trend. High school people get out of it, and then they get way back. Into Pokemon, no matter who you are, no matter how into games you were. And I think it's because, like, a lot of cops are into the real world, they're getting more responsibility, and they want to go back to a simpler, you know, nostalgic time. And Pokemon was that game for many people, including myself. And, that's where around the time I Let's Play Pokemon Red, and Pokemon Yellow is a Let's Play, which, again, I kind of wish I put that in the Pokemon Red playthrough playlist instead of making its own series, but you know, that's done. You know, there's so much I can just go on and on about, but just gonna flail around here. But you know, in the end of the day, I talked about Pokemon to death on this channel, and I always mention it when I do Pokemon VGAB episodes, because there's so much to say, there's such a big world, there's so much people want to discover, you know? Like, it's the same thing with Legend of Zelda, but I think there's a lot more to it with Pokemon. I mean, I'm probably being biased because I'm part of this community a lot more than I am. I think the world they create. I love the people they go through, they're in, you know? I love the people they go through, they're in, you know? I love everything about Pokemon because Pokemon keeps growing. You know, like in the 20th anniversary trailer, they had the Direct. It's true. They evolved over the years. So much Nintendo hardware, and you know, there's a lot to say. You know, even in small towns like Lavender Town, that sparks so much. You know, the things they add for you to do, the places you can go. X and Y cutting 3D was a big deal. You know, I kind of wish they'd make another console, Coliseum-based game, you know, stuff like that. It's just fantastic. You know, and the game, you know, despite how many times this game Gen 1 got remade, you had Green, Red, then you had the Blue version that enhanced it, and you had Red and Blue, and then you have Yellow. There's so many remakes of this game that get better and better because people just love the idea. The concept of, instead of traditional RPGs, where you roam around fighting monsters, you instead capture these monsters to fight for you. And you know, that blew a lot of RPG fans out of the water. It's like, whoa, slow down, you know. And you know, I really enjoy that kind of stuff of hearing the histories of people with these games, and I love seeing the 20th anniversary thing in the direct because it was so true. You know, the same experiences and whatnot, the same that different generations get from different generations of games, and then you know, seeing all that technology may have been weird for younger Pokemon fans, but you know, it was really cool to know it all, to see get to experience it all, and you know, that's the bottom line here, what I said in the beginning. Pokemon's 20 years old, and that says a lot. You know, that says a lot for fans of the game because it was so huge. I can't say that enough. How popular Pokemon was. The game everyone was talking about. The game everyone couldn't stop talking about. The show, the toys, the cards, everything was incredible. I loved the toys. I had a huge amount of them. I had this like little display in my room on top of my bed for years. I really wish I didn't lose those in Sandy. But what are you gonna do? You know, I had the cards, I had the games. I loved watching the show. That's where I first got into the Pokemon. It was actually the show, not the game. I got the game afterwards, slightly afterwards. It's the first grade, I remember. Maybe a little before that. I was young. I don't remember that well, but you know, I'm saying what a million people said a million times. I am fully aware of that. Who knows cut here? No, not you. You don't have arms. I sound like Lucagen. Who has cut? Does nobody have cut in here? I guess I used to HM slave for that. And this is annoying. I have to say, I loved when you play newer gens and go back. I think I said this a lot in Pokemon Yellow. When you play newer generations of Pokemon and go back, you feel it. And I have to say, again, it's probably because I'm playing it on a handheld now, but playing red version, and I'll probably get the blue version, yellow version eventually, but playing red version on my 3DS, it feels better. I mean, mostly probably because the D-pad's better on there than the GameCube controller, but I don't know. But it feels better, it moves better. I faced an Ekans, and I wasn't deathly afraid. I don't know if they fixed that. They fixed a lot of stuff up. I know they recolored Jinx, rightfully so. They kept the of course they did the normal Nintendo thing with VC games where they keep all the glitches and everything that was originally in there because they want you to have the original experience. You know? Well, it doesn't take me to oh, it's weird how it orders it. But yeah, you know, especially at my age, it was so perfect. I was around the age of the intended audience, and it was interactive. It was my it was my first experience for RPGs, and yeah, I got hooked on RPGs from then on, especially with Paper Mario being the clincher of that. And I never experienced that kind of interaction before in games, and it was really cool and it was really enjoyable. It was an experience I'm really glad I have. Yeah, I mean, I think every gamer should have that one series they know, whether it's Final Fantasy or Mario or Pokemon, where they were there since the beginning, where they know so much, where they talk about it, where no matter how old they get, they still love it. You know, they have the fond memories. You know, that's what games should do. You know, so Pokemon's 20 years old, still going strong. I'm probably gonna talk about Sun and Moon a little more later on. Probably not, but I just wanted to make this video just to express everything. You know, like, you have this talk of journeys, and you have this talk of you know, like this, it has that same Earthbound feel, boy becoming a man, you know, and I just love it. Yeah, you do so much to get to where you are today. That's the idea, you know. So back to Pallet Town, where it all began. I picked Bulbasaur on my 3DS playthrough, for those who don't know. I picked Bulbasaur originally, my first Pokemon, so a lot of nostalgia, you know. And Nintendo knows how to use that. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't know why people always criticize that, but I do. But, you know, like, I think it's it's unfair to criticize something like that. And again, you know, it's like Pokemon's same game every time. Every sequel to every series is the same game every time with new added stuff. Pokemon does nothing different for sequels than anybody else. I mean, not that I'm defending the fact that Pokemon should never change anything. I do think it would be nice. That's what I love about Gen 5 so much, the very rich story that I really hope Sun and Moon will have, which, based on the name, I really think so. I was actually thinking to myself, usually by the name alone, I can tell if I want which one, like Red, Silver, Emerald. I really don't have a choice on that one. I picked, when I eventually did get Gen 4, I picked Diamond version. Of course, I heard Platinum version's a lot better. I picked, I actually wanted Black version, right? But Black version was very rare, so I got White version. And then I got X version, but, I also got White too, just to keep the continuity. And, you know, then I got Ruby, because, Ruby, I remember I borrowed a Ruby from a friend of mine in high school, and, you know, he's like, it is different, you know, you should experience it since you only played Emerald, and it was a lot of fun. I actually did like playing it. Yeah, I remember how hilarious he found my nicknames were. Yeah, I love nicknaming Pokemon. I'm actually not doing that for my current playthrough, I just want to play it straightforward, but, yeah, I mean, I think I'm done here, so... Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Pokemon, you know, be a little lame here. It's been 20 years, that's amazing. There's a Super Nintendo here, and there's a Wii U in the latest game I played. So yeah. Oh wow, did I actually... Ah, darn. Yeah, I got that on tape. I can never just about face. Darn. But yeah. That's everything, so thank you all so much for watching. I've been Billy, your Video Game Analyzer. Have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. I'll see you next time, and happy 20th birthday to Pokemon.